Hey there, welcome to Spark Q&A, where you submit questions about innovation, uncertainty, and strategy, and I give you quick, unfiltered, low-fidelity responses. So with this first episode, the question comes from Justin Ahrens. Thanks, Justin, so much for sending in these two questions, which I'll address in just a minute. For folks that don't know, Justin is the Chief Creative Officer at Rule 29, just a great human being. He has a fantastic podcast called The Design Of. Also hosts a fun podcast called Running Errands. And Justin wrote a book called Life Kerning. And he was a guest on my podcast a few years ago. I'll have links to all of these in the description. So again, just send in your questions related to innovation, collaboration, strategy. I'll do my best to address those fairly quickly. Justin has two questions. The first one is, how do you design for people, not products? Second question that he had that is somewhat related is, what's one assumption we should stop making about innovation? So I want to address the first one. How do we design for people, not products? In short, understand their needs. Understand the humans in your ecosystem. What are their goals, their needs, their wants? What are they trying to accomplish, and what's getting in the way? From there, you can develop insights. And so you can leverage those insights to focus your innovation and design work. As fellow innovator Mike Maddox says, it's hard to read the label from inside the jar. So you need to get out, away from your desk, out of the office, go talk to people, go do research to develop these insights. Those insights then can focus your innovation work. So if you want to design for people, make sure that you understand what they want and need and what's getting in the way of them accomplishing their goals. Justin's second question is, what's one assumption we should stop making about innovation? And I think one assumption we should stop making is that it is about technology. I feel that a lot of people think or act like if it isn't related to the latest technology, it's not innovation. If you take a step back, at the end of the day, innovation is about how we create and capture value. We create value for our customers, the people in the ecosystem, and then we capture value with some type of business model. So for me, a short definition on innovation is how we create and capture new value. Otherwise, it's just an invention, and nothing wrong with creativity and inventions. But if I had one thing that assumption I wanted people to stop making about innovation, it's technology. Technology is an enabler of process, and if you don't understand the technology, you can scale or automate your mistakes. So I think that one of the things related to assumptions about innovation, to kind of a bonus or second assumption that I would kill, is that people have a shared understanding or definition of innovation. I've worked with innovation teams around the globe over the years, and one of the key critical early problems I see is that they don't have a shared definition or shared mental model for what innovation is or the value they hope to derive from their innovation work. So a second assumption would be that people actually have a shared definition of innovation. If you don't, I would say work with your team to get on the same page and have a shared mental model of innovation and its desired outcomes. So getting back to designing for people and getting to insights, one lesson I saw a little over a decade ago, I was at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, and I was really surprised at the number of 3D televisions that we saw. All the major manufacturers were really happy and proud of their 3D televisions. As we know now, you can't find 3D televisions. Why? Because it missed the mark. They didn't have an insight on what the customer was looking for. If they really understood what customers were looking for in the context of a large monitor, it probably was not having glasses on their face or needing additional technology. The level of fidelity from 3D was really a miss and a really expensive mistake for multiple manufacturers, where they were competing against each other rather than having insights on what their customers truly wanted. And if you want to get to where the second part where I talked about Justin's question about what's the assumption we should stop making about innovation, and it's not just technology. You can innovate on products, on services, on delivery models, business models. There's so many things that you can innovate, and take a quick look at the book 10 Types of Innovation if you want some inspiration. But again, the definition I use for innovation is how do we create and capture new value. So if you want to pressure test pragmatically your top innovation projects, lay them out and ask your team to answer 2 questions. 1, how does this create new value for our customers? And then the second, how are we going to capture that value? If you don't have good, clear, agreed upon answers, you probably should hit pause on that project until you have that clarity on what you're hoping to get. So I want to thank Justin for sending along those questions. And if you would like me to address your questions around innovation and uncertainty and strategy, please send those along. Drop those in the comments or hit me up on LinkedIn. And thanks for watching this first episode in the Spark Q&A series. Thank you.